60 is not the end. It's time to nurture mental health and find true peace. Have you ever wondered, as the body slows down, hair turns gray, and steps grow gentler, does the soul grow weaker too? 60 years old, many say it's the time to retire, to rest, to step back. But not everyone sees that this is also the time when many hearts quietly fight. Fighting loneliness, fighting loss, and fighting to still feel meaningful. Mental health isn't just for the young. In our golden years, the soul still needs care, just like the body we nurture every day. And today, we're going to speak heart to heart about something rarely discussed, but deeply vital to our lives. Mental health in life after 60. This video isn't just for seniors. It's for all of us. Those who love our parents, who want to understand them better, and who wish to become more caring human beings. Many people believe that when you reach your 60s, everything will be just fine. Work is done. The kids are grown. The house is quiet. But the truth is, this is often when many elders begin to feel empty. Many start to feel like they're no longer needed. Waking up with no routine, eating lunch alone at a large dining table, days pass slowly and quietly. A sense of loss quietly settles in, loss of peers, loss of a life partner, even loss of identity. And what's even more painful, many don't know how to express it. Because since childhood, they were taught to be strong, to stay silent, to carry every wound inside their hearts. Mental health in old age is a real issue, yet often overlooked. Depression, anxiety, even hopelessness, they can creep in silently, unnoticed. And if left unspoken, they slowly chip away at one's will to live, day by day. This is why it matters. For all of us, whether we're in this stage of life, or we love someone who is, to begin understanding what's really going on in their hearts. His name is Mr. Edward. He is 68 years old. He used to be a respected history teacher, always the first to arrive, the most neatly dressed, and deeply admired by his students. But when retirement came, everything changed. No more school bells, no more students asking questions, no more reason to wake up early. At first, Mr. Edward felt relaxed, sleeping in, enjoying afternoon tea, watching TV all day. But over time, something started to feel off. There was a strange emptiness, as if he was alive, but not truly living. He began to withdraw from his surroundings, stopped attending reunions, didn't answer calls from old friends. Even when his son visited, he only said, "I'm fine." But deep down, he wasn't. Days passed like that, until one night, he wrote in his little notebook, "I miss feeling needed." Simple words, but filled with meaning. And that was his turning point. The next day, he went to the nearby park, carrying a few history books, and began reading aloud. The children playing nearby paused. Some sat down, listening to this warm, unfamiliar grandfather share stories of the past. From that day on, every afternoon, Mr. Edward came to the park, not to pass the time, but to share the meaning of life. He rediscovered himself, not as a teacher in a classroom, but as someone who still has something to give, wherever he is. When someone enters retirement, especially beyond the age of 60, a major shift takes place, not just in routine, but in identity. They were once active, productive, and held clear roles in society. But after retirement, many begin to feel as though they've lost their purpose, as if they're no longer needed. Scientifically, this is no small matter. A study by the National Institute on Aging shows that the loss of life's meaning in old age is strongly linked to declining mental health. It can even increase the risk of depression, anxiety, and social isolation. The human brain, especially the prefrontal cortex, which governs motivation and purpose, undergoes changes with age. Without enough emotional and social stimulation, this part can decline more rapidly. That's why elderly individuals who feel useless tend to experience cognitive decline much sooner. But here's the good news. The brain can still grow. This is what scientists call neuroplasticity. Even after the age of 60, the brain can form new connections, and this happens when they engage in meaningful, social, or emotional activities. Another fact, the Harvard study of adult development states, social connections and a sense of meaning are the two most important factors for happiness in old age. Not wealth, not fame, but the feeling that life still has purpose. This is what happened to Mr. Edward. When he found a simple way to give again, he rediscovered the meaning of his life. Life doesn't stop at 60. In fact, this stage of life offers the chance to live more authentically, more meaningfully. No longer chasing ambition, but embracing peace. Not striving to achieve, but choosing to give. One of the most powerful solutions is connection. Joining a community, volunteering, or even just chatting with a neighbor can be an incredible remedy for mental health. According to research by the American Psychological Association, older adults who stay socially and intellectually active have a 30% lower risk of dementia. Even journaling or learning something new like a language, or how to use technology can bring powerful benefits to the brain. Beyond that, sharing life experience is one of the most healing acts. Many young people today are quietly seeking wisdom, longing for guidance from those who've walked ahead. It doesn't have to be grand. It doesn't have to be extraordinary. Sometimes, it's enough to simply be present, smile, listen, and love yourself. Hope is real. A meaningful life can begin at any time. Even today, even right now. We will all reach this moment. When our steps slow down, our hair turns gray, but our soul still longs to live fully. Age is not the end of the story. It's a new chapter, waiting to be written with wisdom, with laughter, with love. If you or someone you love's walking through this phase of life, embrace the process. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't hesitate to love yourself, and keep searching for meaning. If this video touched your heart, help us share this message. Click like, share it with someone who might need it, and don't forget to subscribe. At Viorna, we'll keep speaking. From the heart to the heart.